Everybody in the galaxy. Did you have a happy galaxy? Did you have a happy planet? Welcome back to my planet. It's planet Earth. And currently, it's Tape Tuesday on this beautiful planet of ours. Woo! It's a lot of excitement. How we doing? I hope y'all had a good weekend. I know I sure did. I got a special song for you today. This is something I made over the full moon. How about that full moon? Oh! Yeah, this song is called The Truth of Our Waters. It's by yours truly. I like it a lot, and I hope you like it too. Check it out. Welcome back, everyone. It's Tape Tuesday. My favorite day of the week. That's right. Ooh. How we doing out there? We got Kenneth in the chat with the quote of the day. Where's that quote, Kenneth? He's saying, laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever. Wow. Thank you for the quote of the day, my friend Kenneth. We got Claire in the chat. How you doing, Claire? We got Master Tiger in the chat. We got Hen in the chat, of course. We got Dolphin in the chat. Welcome back, Dolphin. Playing you some nice waves from Kua Beach, Hawaii. Very nice. Who else we got in the chat? Ooh, the usuals. Okay, let's get it started. This is Tape Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, what we do is we mess around with some freaky analog cassette tape machines. I got the Tascam 414 right here. Oh, whoa. That's a really nice tape machine. And that's what you're hearing these waves on here. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. This is episode 19 of Tape Tuesday. And I got to keep switching it up, of course. So, what are we going to do today? Well, usually we fire right in and make a brand new cassette tape loop. But today, we're going to do a little bit backwards because we're going to record the sound on a brand new cassette tape. That's right. And then we're going to chop that into a tape loop. We've been on this never-ending quest of making the very most perfect cassette tape loop. And one of the problems with cassette tape loops is there's the splice. So when the splice goes over the playhead here in the tape machine, you can usually hear some sort of a click or a thump or a, strange crunch. We like the crunch, though, for the most part. So I think, that's a lot of excitement. Must be a little bit of a lingering jolt from that full moon. Clair de lune. Okay, so I got some new things here. the song I just played you, The Truth of Our Waters, I did that mainly with this brand new little baby Casio. That's a cool little synth here. I think we might use that. But I also have got the Freaky Teddy. Oh boy, Freaky Teddy's got some mail for us today. Get to that when we get to it. But check this out. This is actually brand new, you guys. I think it's 1982, the Casio PT1. Yikes. Okay, and look, I still got the brand new Casio batteries. I don't think we're going to be using those, but I should test them for charge. That might be interesting. Ooh, and I'm kind of glad they didn't explode, because it's never fun. Anyways, let's open this up here. I couldn't wait. Yeah, the freaky Teddy brought the mail a little bit early on this one, and I just had to break it out for the full moon and make a song with it so that I could play you that song. Anyways, check it out. It's like a little telephone from the 80s. Calling all computers. Calling all computer people. Are you a computer person? Not me. Anyways, let's see if I can play you a little jingle here. Okay, so what we gotta do, we gotta open up, this is gonna be a fun unboxing day. I got a lot of goodies here. I feel like we're gonna break open a brand new Type 2 high bias cassette tape here to record our sound onto. I've never really done this. I've seen people do this before where you record the sound on the tape first and then you cut the loop out of it. And I'm really hoping that we can get a beautiful, happy tape loop with no splice. That's the goal here. We've had enough splice. Okay. Check it out. If I can get it. These things are kind of a non-renewable resource here, so I'm doing it for ya. It's a gift for ya. Let's pop on over to the Tascam and throw in this blank cassette, and we'll get some sounds going here because it's all about the sound. Yeah, it does sound rather quiet with no background noise. We're gonna have to make some noise. Okay, now that's a nice high bias, brand new cassette, and I did check it for mold, but I don't think the new ones mold very often unless you're in a humid environment. But let's set the pans straight up and plug in. Let's just go straight for the little Casio. It's the Casio PT1. I'm not sure what the PT1 stands for, but I imagine it could stand for piano toy. Let's call it the piano toy. So it's extremely simple. It's got 3 tones here, and one of them, the first one is piano. Second one is fantasy. What's your fantasy? That's cool. Third one is violin. I'm not sure if it's going to sound like a violin, but it sounds more kind of like an oboe to me. Very different. Okay, and the fourth one is flute. I like that flute. So what we can do, so this is, okay, I gotta do the think. I like to fire in a little bit fresh for you, and I don't really have a script, so I just have a random idea, and that's how we do it. So on the Tascam, I got track 1 here plugged in. Yeah, it's kind of nice going straight to the Tascam, straight to the music. I usually make a bit of blank leader in front of the tape there, so. But we'll know. We'll give it a good tone. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Anyways, okay, so let's set this for record. You got to flip it into mic line mode, and I know it's a little bit freaky with all this VHS analog video, but that's the way I roll. So you can get your own Tascam and figure it out on your own. But basically, I'm arming track number 1 for record. Let's turn the effects off. I do have an echo pedal plugged in. Let's get the EQ straightened up, and let's see. Let's find a nice note. And we got to get a healthy level there. That sounds healthy indeed. And, oh, we got to check our tape speed. There's all these things you got to do. It's like flying a spaceship. Do you know how to fly a spaceship? I think I do. I got a modification on my Tascam that allows it to play at normal tape speed. Most of the time, these specifically, the Tascam 414 runs at 2 times the speed. And gosh, sounds like I'm talking at 2 times the speed today because I want to fire in. So let's fire in. Fire Tiger. All right, so let's see. Let's be nice to get a nice fat bass tone when we pitch all of this down. But okay, I'm going to unmodify it. Whoa, scatterbrain. I'm going to go as fast as we can go on the tape machine. When we record this, it will allow us to make it drop all the way down. We can get maybe a hefty bass feeling from this tiny Casio. All right. So, oh, this does have write protection tabs. There's a million things you got to check on Tape Tuesday. And that's one of them. I think I'm going to record this. What is this? The flute sound? That'll give us a nice sustain. We can't use the piano sound here because it doesn't have a sustain. Oh, let's flip it to piano. And the volume is good enough. I think we're ready. Let's do it. Let's go for flute. Flute first. All right, let's record. I'm just going to hit it because we're trying to paint the whole canvas with a tone. I know that might sound a little bit annoying after a minute, but we do need about a half a minute of that. So I'm recording on the Tascam here. And what I can do, let's see, maybe I'll use the marker here to mark it at 0 where we stop. And we can stop all the other notes with that. That's probably enough for a tape loop. So I'm going to mark that and stop record. Now let's rewind it and prepare track 2. Pretty quick. Let's hear it first. That's usually what we do when we record something to tape. Of course, it's blank because there's that leader. And now we can find another note and maybe another tone on the Casio. It's going to be really cool because we'll be able to play this cassette tape loop with the good old cassette tone prototype board here. I'll show you how that works in a little bit. That's kind of a nice note. Okay, I got to rewind that. And this should sound really cool when we pitch it down after the fact. Okay, maybe I'll give you the good old half and half here. Let's record this straight away, my friends. And I know that might be, like I said, might be a little bit annoying, so I'll just talk your ears off here for a second. We're doing it for the science, of course. How are we doing in the chat room? We got a new one in the chat. Only One Shot in the chat. Welcome, my friend, Only One. That's going to be your nickname. I give everyone a strange nickname in my chat room. I hope you like it. If you don't, let me know. Maybe I'll just call you Great One, Only One. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's it. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm really hoping, you guys, that this is going to be a nice, clean splice. No splice sound. I joke a lot about it, saying, listen for the splice, and hopefully this time we'll listen for it and we won't hear it. Okay, I'll flip that over to tape. I'm going as fast as I can, if you can tell. I'm sprinting. Let's find another note to play, and another tone, I think. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So, let's see. I guess, okay, I'm going to rewind the tape. Ooh, here we go. Let's find a complimentary note. Now I can't play the piano one. It just dies out. It has no sustain. So we got flute. Well, we're gonna have to go with that one. That sounds nice. Let's fire in with that. I gotta rewind the tape. We have indeed a very healthy level there. If the level's too hot, you'll saturate the tape. That can sound good. All right, so ooh, that's a lot to keep track of. Okay, we got our tape rewound. We got our track set up ready for record. Total record. So let's record it. Here we go. Yeah, that's that's a crazy. It's like a dial tone. Did you guys hear that AOL is discontinuing its dial-up internet in September this year? Oh, whatever shall we do? I don't know, man. But I know Kiera and I have a song coming out soon called Dialing You Up. That's a great song. I played on Monosynth Monday a couple weeks back. I played the drum track, and we did some freaky 303 music on top of that. Okay, I think we're good. That's it for track 3. Track 303. Oh, how you guys feeling? Do you guys miss Monosynth Monday? I've abandoned it for the time being. I don't know why, but it's out there. It's still out there. We got Master Tiger in the chat saying, "No, we need that dial up. Come on, dial me up, baby." So we're on track 4 now. I wonder if I was thinking I would pull out this this new chord I have. Check out this chord. It's nothing too special, but it will be special. It's a mic XLR. So you plug in your microphone here, and then you plug in 1/4 inch unbalanced. Wha-bam! Right into the Tascam. And I want to do some vocal experiments with tape loops, but in this case, I don't think I can hold a note that long. That would be pretty difficult, I think. So let's pick another tone off this baby Casio. That's like the Freaky Teddy Casio. Where's Freaky? Oh, I see you, Freaky. Yeah, how weird. Electric archaic. It's more like toy archaic. Yikes. Okay, let's find a new tone here. And set it up for record. All right. Let's put this track on safe and tape. You don't want to record over what you just recorded. All right. Go get that mail for me, Freaky. That is one freaky teddy there, I admit. Sure is cute, though. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this doesn't go as low as I'd like to go, so that's why we have the tape speed going really fast. I think we got Gonzin in the chat somewhere, right? There you are, Gonzin. How you doing? It's Tape Tuesday. Oh, okay, so we got Claire in the chat saying he's so cute. The Freaky sure is cute, though, I will admit. It's the oldest piece of gear I got in my studio, so he's gotta make an appearance every now and then and let all these 80s synthesizers know who the real boss is. Although I do need to turn that Freaky into a robotic Freaky Teddy so he can DJ my tapes. That's the plan, my man. I see you down there. He's saying, yes, yes, yes. Me DJ, me da Freaky. Whew. Okay. This is definitely a different vibe for the Tape Tuesday. It's all quiet. I should have queued up some kind of a background thing. I'll do that if you like, but until then, enjoy the silence. We got to get this tape finished. And we'll make some fresh new noise. Let's see. All right, let's hear what we got so far on the Tascam. Once again, it has that little chunk of leader there. That should be interesting, cutting into the new tape, and then I imagine I'll have to splice the tape. Oh, I guess we didn't rewind it. We got to rewind it. You know what? I think I will put a little bit of background on there because that's a lot of talking to keep the sound waves up. You know, it's like keeping the balloons in the air. Let's hear what we got here on the tape. That'll be cool. You can play it like a like a chord, you know. That's the cool thing about these Tascams is you can play the tracks. Anyway, let's find some Electrified Rain. I usually play that on cassette tape, but, you know, we got only one Tascam here. Whoops. Let's see, I can usually queue up something in the Ableton. Ooh, what do we got? Ooh, here's Electrified Rain. Yeah, let's play some of that. All right, we got the Ease 04 bounce I played last week. That was really fun. Electrified Rain. I'm kind of craving a little bit of Tiger Sky. Yeah, I thought I was an air tiger, but it turns out I'm actually a fire tiger. That's why I love to fire in. Oh gosh. Okay, I've reached my allotment of saying fire in for the day. Ease. We got Ease. Where's Tiger Sky? Come on, There it is, Tiger Sky. Okay, this is a really cool one. I'm putting together. I want to do a live show for Tiger Sky. It's kind of an ambient soundscape. It's really cool. I made it with a bunch of tape loops a few years ago. Let's try this out for our background music. Oh yeah, it starts out with a nice. I see you, Master. I see you, Master Tiger, in the chat room. Okay. So I'm not sure if this will be tuned up. You gotta tune everything up. Align it and attune it. Does sound like it's tuned up, so that was a lucky strike. How about back to the Casio? We gotta get this fourth track. I think that's the one I'm gonna do. Let's record it. I gotta boost the level a little bit. That's making a strange chord indeed, but I think it's gonna sound very nice when we slow it down. Let's rewind the tape. Here we go. Let's record it and press the note. There we go. And I'm just watching it with my tiger eye. We got Dolphin in the chat saying, well, we had Claire saying that Freaky Teddy's pretty cute, and then now we got Dolphin in the chat saying EA is pretty cute. Oh, thank you, Dolphin. Yeah, what was I thinking? I needed some kind of background music. It's hard to run a show without any sort of vibes, you know what I mean? Ooh, thanks for backing me up. To the Tiger Sky Soundscape. I gotta get that finished. I want to do some kind of really cool analog video. I don't know what to call it. Maybe it's an expedition. Ooh, that's nice. An analog video expedition. Not to be confused with Ease. Electric Archaic Soundscape Expeditions. Gotta take a trip. Right, so now it's business time. So let's hear this really quick. I'll show you how you can play. I think I may have hit the wrong note. That's sounding pretty weird, but also the Tiger Sky might be sounding weird with it too. So now that we have it recorded, we can play around with the pitch. Okay, this might be the Halloween cassette tape, I think. Oh boy. I'm still auditioning freaky cassettes for the Freaky Teddy's voice. That's a freaky tape. That's a freaky cassette. Okay, gosh. Yeah, I feel like something went out of tune there. That's a bit strange. I was just talking about being aligned and attuned. Maybe we'll have to re-record that track, that last one. It's easy to get distracted. I'm running a lot of gear over here. And guess what? Oh, it's super hot. My goodness. Got to turn the fan on. Oh man, I tried to promise Claire that we'd keep it mellow today, but no guarantees, and we've definitely landed in the weird territory. So let's see. I think that's horrible. It might be better if I put it into normal tape speed mode. Let's try that out here before we decide to re-record that track or not. Actually, we were in normal tape speed mode. Oh no, I screwed up. I stole my balloons. That is freaky, I think. I think we're gonna have to redo. Let's do the last two tracks. They're a bit too high-pitched. And maybe I will throw it into Tascam mode to get that tape speed a lot faster. I thought we were gonna do that. What am I thinking? So, as you will hear. Wait. Oh, no. That's... Man, something must be in retrograde in my brain because I had that backwards. It sounds like a weird train. Kind of like a freaky train. Maybe I can do the choo-choo with it. We'll see. That's for AOL, dial-up internet, I guess. Terrible. Well, I apologize for that. My friends, you know what we could do? We could rewind the tape and record all the ones that we don't like. Let's do it really quick. Okay, so we got track 4. Let's get track 4 set for record. That is gnarly. Wow. Nothing's in tune. It's scrambling my brains. I gotta end the soundscape or switch it over to electrified rain where there's less space back. We got Gonz in the chat saying spacey bagpipes. Yeah, it's spaced out. That might be a little bit better. It's tough to tune things when there's something dominant in the background. It's like, wow. Okay, let's reset the vibe a little bit, if we can. We'll go with some more complimentary notes, I think. What I got to do here is rewind the tape. Rewind it, and then I got to pull this electromagnet cover out. That covers up the erase head so that you can record over your tape loops without having a giant gap in them. All right. Let's just test the note one more time. Let's make extra sure. That'll sound better, I think. Okay, let's rewind the tape and hit the record. Fire right in. Whoa! Kind of a frantic show starter there. Maybe it's because we're getting ready for episode 20. That's gonna we're gonna be into the 20s. We got Kenneth in the chat. Let's see. Kenneth, thank you, my friend. Kenneth is saying, "Welcome, travelers. You have entered the realm of sound and shadow. Let the atmosphere surround you, and you will. And if you enjoy the journey, hit the like and subscribe. Thank you, Kenneth. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers here as soon as we can, because as soon as it happens, it's tape week. And I imagine we'll get very good at making freaky cassette tape loops indeed. Every day, it's going to be Tape Tuesday every day for a week. Okay, so we got that first track. The last track redone. Now let's hear it. Let's hear these middle two ones there. Oh, I don't know. That is spacey bagpipes, I think, right there. It was that last note. I admit, I think I hit the wrong note on the Casio, and it really soured the milk there. Yikes. Can we live with that? Or should we change another one of these notes? That's like, it sounds like a strange space beacon to me. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Let's hear. We'll add some reverb to the mix. And that's a very hot tape. I think we're gonna run. Let's make a loop out of that. I got some backup tape loops here. We can do some different things today, and I also got those packages that the Freaky Teddy brought in from the mail. I'm gonna have a look at those. All right, I'm gonna rewind this tape, and this is gonna be different. What we're gonna do is we're gonna crack open this tape here, and we're gonna cut out a tape loop from that tone, and hopefully there'll be no splice. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, let's shut this little freaky. Okay, I've reached my allotment of the word freaky today. I don't know how the Teddy's gonna bring in the mail without that word, but one more time. Let's see if I can restrain myself to one more use of that word. Ay, you guys. Let's set up the tape loop making workstation. All right. This is definitely the realm of sound and shadow over here. That's funny, Kenneth. Let's put some light on the situation. I'll zoom in. Yeah, usually I make the tape loop first, so maybe that's why this episode is a little bit strange, because my whole algorithm is going in reverse. So first things first, got to get yourself a nice little screwdriver. Let's unscrew the tape, and I think I rewound it. That might be helpful. Yep, there's the tape leader there. Let's see if I can make myself a little more purple here. There we go, a little better. Wow, you guys, it is really hot here in the desert. I am sweating. Maybe that's a good thing. Detox a little bit. Whoa! Okay, so you got to be careful. You don't want to lose the bits. There are many. Oh, I lost something. So these little wheels here, they come with a little pin. I think the pin is right there. Yeah, this is okay. This is going to be different indeed because I want to keep using this cassette shell to record these tones. This will be my tone tape, I guess. Now, I got to get to the tape. Something a little bit different here. Let's see. I got to get to the tape, so I'm going to wind up the leader, and then I'll probably splice the tape onto the leader later. All right. So I'm just going to chop a rooney there. Ooh. And that tape right here has our freaky Casio tone on it. Something different. Okay. Let's grab the splicing block. You're gonna have to have that. Got all the gear right on the table here. Right on. So I got my ruler as well. We're going to need that to measure out the length. Let's see if we can pull this off. I use this small piece of leader to protect the tape when I cut it. Right. So I don't have a janky cassette tape dispenser today. Well, I do, but it doesn't have our tone on it. And that helps out a lot. It helps kind of hold it in place. Let's see. So we're going to have to... We're going wild style, I think. Now let's make sure we keep track of the right side up. I might just cut off a chunk of this and then I can work a little easier with it. Once again, that's easier. I'll give myself a nice healthy chunk of the tape, of the tone tape, and then I'll have to put this together a little bit later. All right. And I guess I need a shell for our tape loop too. I'm gonna have to dig one out. I got plenty around. All right, so the trick here is if you look at the tape and you see the way it's curling, that's the way it was spooled up. So you know that the recordable side of the tape is on the outside of the curl. Now with the loop, you want to tape it on the inside of the loop, so you got to make sure you get your sides right. Okay, so let's try it out. It's going to go something like this. And I got this little piece of cardboard to help me snug that tape down in there into the splicing block. Be somewhat of a fiddly process. I feel like my splicing block has expanded because it's so hot. When I first got it, it would really hold on to the tape really well. Okay, so that's step one. Now I got these little lines. I think this one matches up there. And what I do is I use the end of the ruler and I make a cut. I got my own special measurement here. You probably can't see that. Let's see if I can let you see that. I'll zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that sure is freaky, isn't it? Okay. Maybe I'll turn the VHS overhead light on here. Watch your eyes. It can get a little bit bright. There we go. There. It's a little bit better. Ooh, it is hot. You guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here and check out the chat room. How are we doing in the chat room? Okay, we got only one in the chat asking what's the name of the background music. That is Electrified Rain. That's one of my soundscapes. I lean heavily on it because it's just so freaking cool. It makes you feel like you're in a cyberpunk city in the future. I haven't released it yet. I'm planning on doing that. I really want to do an 8 or 9 hour long Electrified Rain special. And I got the graphics made up. It's like they look like 8-bit pixelated water drops. But I got to figure out what program I should use to randomize those on the screen. And then, of course, I'm going to feed that through the VHS analog video, the freaky analog video. I'm going to do like an 8 or a 9 hour long extravaganza for the Electrified Rain. And that's going to be really cool. I should get working on that. Geez, I got a lot of work to do. Let's see what else is going on in the chat room. Yeah, we got Gonzan in the chat saying it's been really hot here too. What is going on with the planet? Maybe it's all these solar flares, something, man. It's been hot. I feel a little bit sad for some of the trees. They're taking the heat. Gotta give thanks to all of the trees. All right. Whew. Yeah, we got Master Tiger saying, tape week, tape week. Give me a like and subscribe. As soon as I hit 500 subscribers, bam, it's tape week, my friends. Yeah, wow. I need more fans. And I'm talking about the ones that keep you cool. Yikes. It is hot. Let me check my computers here. We got Stack Mini. Stack Mini's keeping it cool. I see you, Stack. Let's check the other one here. Woo, roasting. I am a fan of fans. When I first started the show, I was kind of worried about that because I got an air filter and I could hear it, but there's something going on where you can't hear all the fans I have going on. Now it's I got 1, 2, 3, 4 fans. All right, that's enough about my fans. Let's see if we can make this a happy tape loop. I gotta get a shell. Don't let me forget that. And no, I'm not talking about a seashell. I'm talking about a cassette tape shell. So, yeah, so the end of the ruler, that's where we were. I got these lines to make it just right. Although I have 2 lines here that make it a little bit confusing. I feel like the last time I made one of these style tape loops, I used the wrong one. And it was a little bit tight, and we had to, you guessed it, we had to hop the pin. I like to say that. That's like when Bob Ross cleans the brush off, and then he gives a little giggle after that. Just beat the devil out of it. Okay. So next step with my technique is I put down this little leader here, and that's to protect the tape so that I can pull out that little bit of extra after we cut it. It is a fiddly process indeed. Okay, so the thing is I feel like it was the far one. Maybe I can figure this out. So on the ruler, I have a mark here, which will take it up to, and there's the splice. Oh man, I forgot my own technique. 10 inches, so that, plus a little, so we cut that. I don't know. I'm gonna try this one here though. That's gonna give us a little bit of extra length. Sometimes it's better to have a little bit extra, because if it's too tight, the tape will snap when you go to try to play it. And that does not feel so good. All right, so ever so carefully place the tape in the splicing block. So many things have changed. The tape used to just sit in there very quickly and nicely. Here we go. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make a little cut here, and I'm going to do the best I can to make it nice and smooth. Can you make the cut? Can ya? I think I can. Let's give it a shot. So when I cut this, the tape, I'm cutting both sides, so it'll line up really nice. Oh, and perhaps should get our splicing tape ready here. And then we'll make the cut, make the splice. I have been cutting these at an angle for some reason. I'm not sure if that's a scientific thing or not, but I feel like the angle on the splicing tape might help it feed through a little bit easier. Let's go for a kind of a smaller one today. Medium size, I think. I guess that's a medium-sized splicing tape. Okay, I'll get my little tweezers ready. And that is ready to go. It's ready to make the splice. I'll try to get it in focus here a little bit better. All right. I'm hoping that's the right one to do it. I should really revise my brand new technique. Things need revision. So when I cut this, I'm pushing down and forward and really smooth. You don't want to chop it because that can kind of pull the tape in there and it's no good. Here we go. Oh, don't be scared. Make the cut. Shoo, there we go. That's a nice cut. So there's that little bit of extra tape there. We got to get that out of the way. And I usually use those tweezers to do that. But in this case, I guess I'll use the scissors instead of the tweezers. And you guessed it, that's why I have that little piece of tape leader in there to protect the tape that we do want to keep. Okay. Now that's a nice clean splice. This will be the first time I've tried this, where we record the sound on the tape before we make the tape loop. You got to be careful with this part here. You don't want it to stick prematurely. I got to get in there. I think that's a success. Assuming that the length is correct. We'll find out. Okay, and don't lose your little leader cover there. You gotta have that. And my trick here is so that the splicing block doesn't mangle the tape is I kind of grab it with some tension and then I flip it like that. And now you have yourself a tape loop. How do we feel about our tape loop today? It is kind of a freaky one, I'll admit. That is welcome most of the time. Oh, and I can see a bit of a gap there. Is that a gap? Oh no, guys. That's definitely not going to be as good as it can be. How did that happen? Well, I'm not sure if you can see that. I can see a little bit of the blue splicing tape in there. I kind of having a feeling we should cut another one, but maybe we should try this out first, just to see if we even like this tape loop. It was a bit strange, but I'll make up for it with our Freaky Teddy bringing in the male synthesizer unboxing that we're going to do here in a bit. All right, let's find a shell for that little loop. Whew. Gotta take a break. That's a weird position for my back. Oh, I gotta stretch the back. How we all doing in the chat room? Master Tiger's doing groovy. We got only one in the chat. They're saying, I need that track desperately. Well, maybe we can cut a deal. I got to get on that. Maybe I'll work on that this week. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. We got Big JJ in the chat. How you doing, JJ, my man? He's saying, hello, chatsters. Welcome back to the chat family, JJ. All right. Okay, so, geez. Yeah, a little bit of a frantic episode today. I hope you're here for it. Well, you are here indeed. But the real question is if I'm here for it. Let's see if we can make something work. It's been a little strange. Maybe it's a little bit of that full moon hangover. Yikes, that was a powerful one, I think. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling a little bad about that splice there. I was trying to make the perfect tape loop, the perfect splice, but maybe we gotta hear it. Let's hear it, and if it's very bad, we'll cut a new one. All right, where are my tape loop shells? Ah, I see you, shell. This is my redo stack here. I got a nice little cassette tape sandwich. There's the Black Sheep tape loop. I promised the world I would never play that one again. But that gave us a lot of trouble, so I'm not trying to add that into the mix. Here's one. I can't remember what the deal is with that. Let's have a listen really quick. A nice clear shell. Let's hop over to the Tascam. And this is, I guess, one of those, it's either blank, something is, I don't know if it's blank, but it's not playing anything. So that's probably why it was in the tape redo pile. Let's redo it. Yeah, something a little bit different today. It's throwing off my usual algorithm here. I usually just make the tape loop straight away, and it's definitely different. I've seen some people do this, though. The Sound of Machines. He did a live stream a couple months ago, I think, where he was showing us how he chopped up his tape, some of the tape loops that he sells, and that was his method. He recorded the sound on the tape beforehand and then made the loop. And as far as I could tell, there was no splice sound. So the no splice is nice. All right. I feel like the light, the VHS overhead light, has run its course. Let's get a little bit moody here. That's nice. Okay, so I gotta get my screwdriver. Let's open this cassette tape up. I got too many tapes. I can't remember what was wrong with this, but it may have been that I made this loop inside out, and you won't be able to record anything onto it. I have made that mistake before. When I was preparing for Ease episode 2, I made that mistake a lot of times. I think I made up about 15 tape loops, and all the tape loops were inside out, and I had to redo them. It helped me get better at my technique, but it certainly was a pain. It was a pain, McLean. All right, now that's going to stick together because I have tape over the right protection tab. That's going to be okay. It's a little bit messy here today. Look at this mess. It's a lot going on. Ooh. All right, let's fix this loop up. And maybe I like to keep the slip mats in sometimes, but for this one, I think let's just take it out. Let's try something a little little out of the ordinary. Okay, now I'm hoping that this is the right length. I seem to have forgotten which length is the right one. That does not seem right. How could that be? I thought I was giving it more space. Oh, that's good. That's nice and tight. Well, not too tight, but just right. Okay, yeah, it's... Oh, guys, it is hot in the studio. I'm going to have to open up some windows or something. So that'll do it. Let's put it back together. And watch out for the pinch. I think I got the tape on the outside of the teeth there, the square teeth. That's kind of a strange one. I think the teeth are longer on the top. Come on, tape. I think I got it. Oh, yeah, that seems like a happy tape loop. So, I think it wasn't last week, because we made the long boy tape loop last week, and here's the long boy tape loop. You can see it comes up, and it goes around and back and down like a figure of 8, kind of, or like a chomper. Anyways, I like to call that the long boy tape loop, because to me, it seems like it's about the longest you can make without getting really freaky with it. Some people put some wheels and pins in here. There is a pin up there. I think you can wrap the tape around that top pin, but I don't know if I fancy that. I kind of like it, kind of like this. Now this one, of course, you've heard me say it before. This is the tank tread style. See how it's crunching along? It's a tank of love. Got to fill up that tank. Okay. Let's just use one screw here. I don't need to test out all of them yet. And let's hop back over to Tascam land. So this is again where the show this week is a little bit different, because when we make up our tape loop, we throw it in the Tascam and then we listen for the splice. But in this case, hopefully there won't be a splice, although there might be. And it's already going to have the tones on it. So weird. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to go back to the usual method, but I'm not afraid to try something new around you. Let's hear it. Okay, I'll start with just one track here. And I guess, my friends, listen for the splice. I'm hoping that there isn't one. Here we go. And I'm not hearing anything. Oh, you know why? Oh, that's so funny. We abandoned that old tape loop because I thought it was blank, but my silly DJ mixer has a standby mode, and honestly, Pioneer kind of bugs me. I had to update it to do some warping for Big JJ in the chat, and I think ever since that update, it has this standby mode, so I think my tapes are all broken, but really, it's just my silly mixer. Okay, let's fire in. Let's fire in with the I'm gonna have to call this the frantic tape loop. And again, no sound. What's going on? Don't tell me I flipped it. I flipped it inside out. Huh. That is confusing. Something's weird today. I feel like I got gremlins in the machine. Welcome, gremlin, to the chat room. Something's not right. Oh, boy. Huh. Well, you know, it is a vintage machine. I hope it's not on the fritz. I need this machine. I need it for Tape Tuesday. How are we ever going to do Tape Week without my Tascams? Oh, boy. Let's do a little power cycle here. It's always something. That's a little concerning, my friends. I don't know. Maybe there's a bad cap in there. We got Dolphin in the chat saying, "Oh no, gremlins! I don't want it." So, okay, maybe I'll have to dive on in there and see what could be the matter. That is strange. I'm pretty sure that the Tascam does not have a standby mode. Weird. Are you willing to get a little bit weird? Back to our tape loop. This is I'm going to have to say that episode number 19 is the weirdest episode yet. We'll have to make up for that with some nice unboxings here. Yeah, the tape is rolling, but nothing is happening. What is going on? And I hear a splice, though. There's no way I taped that inside out, is there? Madness. Guys, I think my Tascam just went on the fritz. That's very sad indeed. It is really hot, and I'm not sure. Oh, whatever shall I do? Let's check this out. Let's do some diagnostics here. We're going into the diagnostic mode. So I had the electrified rain, and it's kind of hard to hear it playing on top of electrified rain. Let's see. I guess something's wonky, I guess, with this tape loop. Oh, man. Well, it's all about experimentation. I will take the tape loop being on the fritz over the Tascam being on the fritz any day. How could that be? And we're hearing the splice. I wonder if... Let's try something out here. This will be a little bit unconventional, but it's starting to seem like I taped it inside out. Inside out. Okay, let's play Electrified Rain on the Tascam, and then I can play you the reverse of that, and that's kind of fun. Let's there we go. Yeah. Give you a little bit of echo and delay. Strange day. Something's strange about today. Okay, here we go. Let's, this is the next step of the Diagnostic Tuesday. We got Dolphin in the chat saying, dive in there, we are with you. Thank you, Dolphin. It's always nice to have the support of a dolphin when you're going down into the depths. Why, oh why, is this tape loop so strange? I'm gonna test this. I don't... Yeah, what is the deal? It should be when you pull out the loop and put a new one in there, it should work. But this was in the redo pile. Is it a cursed tape? I hope not. Okay, this is gonna be weird. It's not gonna be very helpful, but I wanna know. So I'm gonna flip this inside out, and then we can really listen for the splice, because that's gonna be a huge splice running over the tape head. And look at that static. Can you see that? There's something strange going on here. Where's my grounding mat? Whoa, that is weird. Oh boy, maybe maybe it did want to be the Halloween tape. I refuse to celebrate Halloween before it's October. They're already selling Halloween rubbish at all the stores here. Yeah, I'm in the States. We just looked to pump out the plastic rubbish every year. I don't get it. That is a staticky tape loop. It's sticking to everything. I would say that's part of the fun of it, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying. That's okay. We will figure it out. This tape is weird. That's what it is. The teeth are short here, so it's falling out. Those square teeth. See? The chompers. Chung, chung, chung. I'll clear that up for you. Sorry, that looked really cool, though, I think. That was looking really cool for a second there. All right. This is an exercise in patience today for me. I hope you're all having fun. If you're having a good time, give me a like and subscribe. Sure do appreciate it. I'm hoping that this was just inside out, although the curl... What the... I thought that the curl was going the right way, so this would be a giant mystery. I'm stumped. So I think we've confirmed that it is not the Tascam that is on the fritz. It was definitely this tape, but we're going to try to confirm if I made a mistake. Sometimes you got to just trust your intuition. I saw that splice that was in there, and I thought, oh, we should just cut a new loop. And maybe that was the move. I still don't know why this would be completely blank, though. That's a mystery to me. Let's fire in with the Tascam and see what's going on. It'll be a massive splice. That's nothing and nothing. What is going on? That's funny. You can't even hear the splice. It's the tape is running over the tape head. The splicing tape. Well, that's a mystery to me. I thought we recorded sound on that tape. Weren't you guys there? And we also played the tape with the sound on it. There's a ghost in the machine. I don't like that. Unless it's a friendly ghost. Where's Casper? I see you, Casper. That's one freaky Casper. I'm just kidding. It's because I can't say the other word. I've said it too many times today already. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do, you guys. That's a very unexpected situation. Where did our sound go? Am I ooh. Hey, we got Kiara in the chat, of course. Welcome back, Kiara. Let me catch you up a little bit. We have a strange ghost in the machine. We don't know what is happening. It's because I said I said one word too many times, and it degoused my tape. Yeah, you know the word. It was the one word that led to the other word, and they're both F words, but they're not swear words. It's the freaky, and it's the Fritz. We just reached 420 subscribers. Thank you so much, 420. Let's get the soundscape back on. I'm gonna roll with the punches. I have zero idea what's going on with that tape. So to catch you up once again, Kiara, we tried something a little bit different today, and that was we recorded a bunch of tones from a cute little Casio keyboard to the tape, just a long stretch of tones on all the tracks, and then we were going to cut our loop out of those tones, and hopefully that would have a zero splice. But what happened is there's zero sound. I even flipped the tape inside of the tape. Nothing. We thought the Tascam was on the fritz. So we're in the middle of a strange mystery at the moment, and I don't know what to do. What should we do? We got Dolphin in the chat saying, roll with it, baby. Let's do that. Let's roll with it. We got Gonzin in the chat saying, might back to front. What do you mean, my friend Gonzin? Kiara, her beach day went long. Whoa, what beach were you at? That sounds very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, so we can flip it if that's what Gonzin's talking about. What tape doesn't work that way, though. It's just magnetic pulses stored onto the chrome particles. We can try to flip it, though. I'm stumped. I don't know. Should we even try to cut a new one? Well, it's inside out. I'm pretty sure. Oh, man. I'm chasing my tail around here. This is a little bit different. Okay, let's open it back up. I don't know. It's tempting me to just put the Maxell tape back in there and see if it if its sound is gone. I don't know why that would be the case, though. Absolutely stumped, you guys. Absolutely. We'll figure something out, though. Thanks for sticking around. Enjoy the electrified rain. That's what you come here for anyway, isn't it? Yeah. You heard it here first. You heard it only here. Oh. What a frantic day. We should try to, I guess, roll with it, like Dolphin said. Lean into the freakiness. So I will... That's a bit too freaky. And that is just right. I'm talking about the Goldilocks zone of analog video freakiness. And purple. Gotta have a lot of purple. Okay, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? That is so strange. And then remember this loop we took out of there. I don't know. Maybe this cassette is a little bit cursed. It's been hanging out with the black sheep tape loop too long. It's just plastic, right? Plastic doesn't hold a charge. What's going on here? I am stumped. So, I suppose we could try to record onto this tape loop just to verify that I'm not going crazy. I'm going to flip it back to the right way. Front to back. What did you mean by that, Gonzin? The great Gonzini. Maybe that's why I was so frantic. Maybe a crazy solar flare rained down upon these tapes. And maybe it's me. Am I charged? It looks like I'm pretty well charged. Gonzin, you gotta let me know, my man. Is it possible that I just have some kind of ridiculous charge in my hands and then handling the tape loop cleared the whole thing? That's not possible. I mean, it's never... We did pre-record the tape. I feel like... Oh man. Okay, we got only one in the chat saying Highway Skyway is good. I'm glad you like that. That's my Ease show. That's episode 3? Yeah, that's episode 3. If you like episode 3, you'll probably like episode 4. And episode 5, I'd like to do that this week if I can. Trying to do an Ease show every week because I just love doing it so much. But at the rate it's going, I'm not going to have enough tape loops. I got to make up a whole bunch of... I like to make up about 10 or so fresh tape loops and some new songs for my Ease show. And we got only one in the chat saying, just break it down back to simplicity. Okay, well then we're going to have to go back to square one and just cut out a new tape loop. But I did want to try... I did want to try to figure out what the problem was there, but I also don't want to waste my time. That's definitely strange. We got Gonzin again in the chat saying, tape back to front, or did you try that? Still don't know what you mean by that. Tape back to front. I flipped the tape itself inside of the cassette shell. You guys are my customer service, and I'll call you just for conversation. Company protocol swiftly kicked in, and he was cut off the line. Let's try it one last time. Then I'm going to cut a new loop, and hopefully we don't have the same problem again. We're cutting into our unboxing time here, I think. There's no sound on it. I feel like I'm going crazy here. There's nothing sound. And the splice, you can hear it. Well, not really, but yeah, there's a splice. I am so stumped. So I feel we're gonna try to record something straight onto that. I wanna know, how could that be? Is it static? Where's that Casio? Let's let's do what we were trying to do, but the way I didn't intend to do it. Okay, so yeah, I got the cutest brand new Casio from 1982. I love this thing. Kiara, you'll have to listen back to the beginning of the episode. I made a cool song out of that using this. It's brand new old stock from 82, and I know that's your favorite number, I think. Where did my cable go? I've lost it, you guys. I've lost it. Oh, it's down there. Okay. Strange episode today. Can you handle the strangeness? I try my best. Okay, let's get this plugged in. Gosh, the mystery. I'd call that a Melanie mystery, but it's not Melanie. Okay, so I got the Tascam, I got the Casio and the Tascam. Let's just try to record something to this tape loop. And yeah, of course, you gotta tape over the record head. I would hope I am genuinely confused. You guys know this is episode 19 of Tape Tuesdays, so it's not my first rodeo here. I've been around the loop, been around the tape loop. Okay, I got the electromagnet taped. Yeah, it's that's one word I will say a lot of times. So let's see. I'm gonna hit record. Well, let's turn the synth on. Let's set it up for record. We already did this, and something weird went awry. Okay. Is it possible to oversaturate the tape so much that it just turns into no sound at all? It's so weird. We did play back that. Okay, forget it. Let's just try. Let's fire in here. I want to make it fast though, so that I can make it slow. So I just flip the Tascam into 2 times speed. That's the normal speed for this type of Tascam. Let's fire right in here. I'm going to go with the lowest note, and we are on the fantasy preset. Maybe I'll go lower with the flute. Yeah, let's do flute. So I think I'll just hit this, and then I'll look for the splice first. I like to do that. Okay, let's see. That's running fast. Woo! Can you hear it? It's like shoo, shoo. Okay, I gotta give you something on tape loop today. I'm gonna hit record right now. Oh man, I really screwed that up. Man, something about the energy today is a little bit off, a little bit freaky. Let's hear that. Maybe I can make a nice beat tape loop with that. And you know what? There's nothing. What is going on? Do you see that? You just recorded to that tape. I am very, very confused. It's making me wonder if the tape isn't on the head. But I can hear the splice. Oh, boy. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. There's a ghost in my machines today. I don't like it. I'm not going to do it. So let's try a different shell. That might be the first step to resolving the strangeness, I swear. Extremely perplexed, really. Let's go back to our favorite, the electrified rain. Where's only one? I know you love it. Here we go. Weird. Very, very, very weird. I wish I could I got another tape player. Maybe I'll grab one of those. And which one should I grab? I got plenty of tape players. Got this old shoebox here. I think still has batteries in it. I just, oh man, I love a good mystery, but this is a bit of an annoying mystery. Let's see. Yeah, we got batteries in there. Shout out to my first, well, I got this in 2020. This was the first tape machine I think I got for making tape loops long time ago. And let's see if it works. Let's test a faulty tape with a faulty machine. No, it's not faulty. I want to hear those sounds. And this tape machine, I guess it does not like tape loops. Man, oh boy. I don't know what to say. That's a weird episode. That is extremely weird. That tape machine won't play. My other tape machine doesn't have batteries in it. This tape is, I guess, cursed. I don't like that. I don't like it. We might need some kind of a palette cleanser. Let's play the tape loop from last week. How's that sound? I pulled out the Stratocaster, and it was sounding pretty cool. So yeah, my tape machine is working. It's just weird. What a weird day. What is going on with today? Couldn't say. All right, so gosh, I feel like we have to succeed. But I don't know what the right pathway is for that. Let's see. I feel like I want to just test if, I don't know what's going on here. Should we just cut a new loop? I feel like that's a fool's errand if it's just going to act the exact same way as the last one. Or should we, I don't know what to do about it. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. I feel like we got to test the tape. So, in order to do that, I need to splice these back together. That'll be fun. I've never really done that before. It's Tape Tuesday. It's all tape-related weirdness. Okay, let me just splice this together. And we'll just listen to it again. I was very confused. Maybe I took it too early or something. But remember, I was recording to this tape since the beginning. I pressed record when it had tape leader. So it should work just fine. Let's splice this back together. We'll do a dodgy splice. We were looking at some studio reel-to-reel cassette tape splicing. There was who shared that video? It was either in the Electric Archaic Discord chat room. It was either Gonzin or Draco shared a video of these guys in the studio splicing their whole song. They had the song was already done and produced, but they needed to make an edit, and they made a splice on it, and you can't hear the splice at all. And I don't know if it's because the machine runs really fast, or I don't know, or if it's just the 2-inch tape works a lot better with that sort of a thing. Okay, now I got to make sure. Wow, this is a mess. How well can you deal with a mess on Tape Tuesday? That's today. All right, so that's the bottom of the tape, and this will be the top. I'm gonna do janky old splice here. Just want to see if there's any reason for why this is such a weird tape loop. I'm gonna just try to roll this up. Looks like my machine. I got oodles of noodles here. What's the best way to do that? This is a difficult day. We gotta pull it off. We gotta pull something off for Tuesday. We can't let any Tuesday slide. Okay, I'm just wheeling it up here. Come on, my friend. Don't unspool on me. This is a mess. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. I refuse to give up. Sometimes you need to know when to, though. But not today. It's Tape Tuesday. It's my show. Can't give up on my own show. That would be sad. That's bad. Oh, right. So let's get this tape here. Let's go through the pin. And the wheel fell off. Everything about this tape today is just a little bit obnoxious. Let's feed the tape back through. Let's test it out. That wasn't so bad, I guess. All right. Let's put it back together. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I upset the sleeping high bias tape gods or something. I do worry about that sometimes. They're frowning upon my tape loop because I used a brand new tape I just cut right into it. Okay, so if I'm not crazy, there will be our Casios, our little Casio notes on this tape here. I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy, but I am crazy for Casios. All right. What a mystery. And now... That's our tone. And there might be a big chunky splice there in a second. It's a weird episode today, I must admit. We got Claire in the chat saying, wow, this is mystical. Mysterious is the word. And that's a happy tape recording as far as I can tell. You guys remember, I did cut the loop out of that tape. I'm going crazy, going crazy, going crazy. Hey, we got Richard in the chat. Welcome back, Richard. Richard saying, take the plunge. Fortune favors the brave when it comes to tape splicing. Okay, and that's all we recorded, and I'm pretty sure that tape was running for quite a while, and how can I ensure that I didn't just cut it out of blank? But wait, we tried to record onto the tape loop. I am going insane with what is happening here. This is really, this just doesn't make any sense. Oh, must be the heat. It's the heat. I gotta open a window up. I gotta open up a door. It's too freaking hot. Let's take a heat break. Oh, electrified rain. If only it was raining, it would feel a lot better. What you're hearing now is, of course, electrified rain. It's the only thing we've heard today, except for a little taste of the tiger sky. I see you, tiger. You still here? I'm betting tiger's still here. I'm melting. It's so hot. Welcome to your Tape Tuesday intermission break. I'm just going to crack a window. I got to get some airflow. Whew. Yeah, we got Dolphin in the chat saying, what a troubling Tuesday tape. That is for sure. And Tiger is, in fact, still here. Oh, man. Okay, let me open up a window here. I need to see if I can get some airflow happening. Geez, now I really understand why the zodiac sign Leo's ruling planet is the sun. It is indeed Leo season, and holy moly, the sun is doing its thing out there. I'm feeling better already. I do have a little bit of a wind current going here. Ooh, yeah, it feels great. Got a drink of some fresh water, too. I don't usually drink on the show, but here we go. It's water, I promise you. Okay, I don't know what to do. I feel like we have to make a fresh tape loop, though. But I don't really want to fail twice. That would be silly. So I think we should... I'm bummed about that. That's okay. You can be bummed all you want. Bummed out. Maybe it's the shell. I don't know what the shell would be causing. Okay, let's start from scratch here. Or, hey, I got backup tape loops for a reason. Here we go. Backup tape loop. This is side 2 of side 1. Let's put some tape on the right protection tab there, and I guess we will make a nice tape loop. Maybe, what should we do? I mean, I got a whole handful of packages right here that we should unbox. We can make a tape loop out of those, although I don't know how they work yet, because they're brand new to me. Let's get a little bit of this tape for our tape. This definitely going down in history as the frantic episode. Maybe it was my franticness that made the tape a little bit scared. It had performance anxiety, that. Or something. Still don't understand what the dealio is with that. Okay, that's going right back into the fix 'em up pile. Here's our fix 'em up pile. It's... You guys, get your act together. Okay, so this is a happy tape loop, I'm assuming. Should we do the Casio thing that we were planning on doing? Let's do at least one track of the Casio. And since I don't have to hold my breath or sing for super long, maybe I'll try a little bit of vocals. I don't know. Maybe we should cleanse the space with a little bit of Big J's voice here. That's me. Let's listen for the splice, you guys. What a weird Tuesday. I'm not hearing the splice in that, but I think that's probably a good thing. Strange tape. Tuesday. Let's get the Casio back out. I love this little Casio. I want to hear it on a tape loop. And then I want to run the cassette tone on there. Okay, so we're in, just checking on the Tascam there. We're in the Tascam speed, which is 2 times faster than a normal Walkman. And that's what I want. And then I've pitched it up all the way. And we will record the lowest note that we can record from this keyboard. And that should give us a nice bass drone, I suppose. And then with that drone, maybe we can make a little melody on another part of the tape loop. Okay, let's turn on the little Casio. I love the small ones, the small synths. And let's see, maybe piano would be nice since we don't need to worry about the lack of sustain there. I don't know, maybe we do the flute again. I kind of like the flute. It's a little loud. This is a tiny bit loud. All right, here we go. Let's record. I feel like we're starting to get back to normal here. Let's record our first track. I am going to do just the straight record tone, and I guess it has a little bit of a release, so it will probably have a little bit of sound on sound here. But I'm looking for the splice, and there it is, and I'm going to fire in with track number 1. Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear some sound on a tape loop recorded today, and if this is blank, I'm giving up. I'll give up. Of course, it works. And there's a chunky splice. That was the splice we were trying to alleviate by doing all that weirdness with recording the tone before we cut the loop out of it. I still do want to try that, but I needed to hear something fresh. It's part of the ritual. You got to record something to magnetic tape every Tuesday. Whew. And sometimes on my show, you got to get a little bit scared that your machines are on the fritz. I remember when my 606 went on the fritz, it's still on the fritz. I need to get the service notes for that and figure out if I can replace the... you just go for the capacitors, right? If I can replace all the capacitors that deal with the hi-hats on my 606, then maybe it'll work. I'm sure Gonzin will let me know if it won't. Gonzin. Oh, gotta love the Gonzin. That sounds nice. I got a little reverb going there. Let's do another one. Track 2. Let's set up for track 2. A little bit loud. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it the same tone on here. This is the flute tone. Sounds pretty nice. Let's just record it. Let's get it going. Let's get it moving. I like that. So for these next ones, I might try to do a little bit of a melody. That's always nice. But it helps to record something to the tape first so that you can kind of gauge what the interval is. I call it interval, but I guess it's not exactly the BPM. It's the loop, and you can kind of do a little jingle there. Still, what a weird tape Tuesday. Maybe one day I'll find out what the weirdness was all about. Okay, I think I got track 3 set up. These old Casios sound really fun. Kind of like a Game Boy. I imagine it's a digital. I'm pretty sure it's a digital oscillators in there, and I guess it's probably 8-bit as well. But I really don't know that much about this. But this is my newest friend here, and sorry, Teddy. Oh, the Teddy. You get one loop. Let's see. That's about one loop there. A one looper melody. Let's see about our level. I'll do the half and half. You can see me and you can see the Tascam. That's all I'm going to be able to get out of that, I think. So let me hit record. Let's see if I can... I'm going to have to set this down. That's weird. It's a weird studio space I have here. It's not enough space. That'll sound really good with reverb, trust me. We'll put that on after we record the tape. Okay, I recorded that. It always sounds... Okay. There we go. That's very nice. Oh, what should we do for the last track? That's track 4. Well, I think we will switch the tone once again. I'm setting this up for record, so we'll be ready. That's cool. Maybe try a different tone. Cool. Maybe I'll do that with the violin tone. Let's try that. Or the flute tone. It's a little softer, the flute tone, I think. That'll be good if I can pull that off. Let's try that. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. I hope it sounds cool. I'll put some reverb on that. Let's play that last track all by itself. Chunky splice, but that's what you get. It's very hopeful, very dreamy. It's a nice way to end a terrible Tape Tuesday episode. I don't know how terrible it was, but it was definitely mysterious. With that, I am happy with that. Backup tape loop, save the day. That's a save 'em ya day. We got Hen in the chat saying sounds like the start of the Zelda theme. That's what we're going for. A little bit of a medieval sound. Gonzin saying it's. Gonzin was thinking of medieval, and let's see. Richard's saying. Toe Jam and Earl, whatever that is. Claire is saying, I love that. Sounds like an old video game. LOL, I'm obsessed. Hey, we love the old video game sounds. And I gotta break out the Game Boy. I didn't do my homework. Hen will be disappointed. I admit it, Hen. I didn't do my homework. I still don't know how to run LSDJ on a Game Boy. But I figured that the Casio sounds pretty dang close, so we're doing okay in that regard. All I need now is a big bass tone. point. If I had my other Tascam out, I could do it, but I don't have it. Came out of the the shadowy sounds, shadowy confusion into a nice, lovely, heavenly place. Let's all do what we can to make heaven on earth here. That's the plan, my man, my woman. Every man, every human. Yeah, my brains, they got scrambled from all that scrambling around. That was tough. I had a tough time on Tape Tuesday. But you gotta have a sense of humor. My good friend Steve Judd says that negativity cannot exist where humor is present, so make a joke, have a laugh. I like this loop, and it's a nice one. You can kind of let it go and play it. Let's drop it down. All is well that turns out well. I like that. I like it a lot. Trying to tug on your heartstrings a little bit with this. Yeah. Rock on. I gotta make a whole handful of tape loops like that. That's very peaceful, and it'll be good for the ease show. We got Claire in the chat saying, it's all meant to happen the way it's supposed to. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate you. All right. We got the Freaky Teddy with some mail. Bring the mail. Thanks for that first package. I got 2 packages. Let's have some fun with the mail. I will. Let's see about this. I can already tell I might be a little bit disappointed in the way they packed this. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? I got it for a good deal. You know, I'm always looking for a sweet deal on eBay. Let's go back to our favorite, the electrified rain. Ooh, it's nice. And please, we really need some rain. Let's all imagine it raining where people need rain to come on down from the sky above. Let me get to unboxing this thing. This will be fun. And if you're lucky, well, I don't know. It's pretty hot. Kind of need to get outside and cool off a little bit. Anyways, how should I do this? Let's see. Yeah, I can tell I'm not going to be that thrilled with the packing job here, but I'm glad it was easy for them. Just like, it's the box wrapped in plastic, and that's it. At least it's not a 303. I'd be very upset if it was a 303. So, spoiler alert, it's not a 303. Interesting. Let's see. I'm just cutting in here. Whoa, that's different than I thought. Okay, maybe I won't be upset about it. What did I order? Let me get to it. Everyone give a round of applause for the inanimate Freaky Teddy somehow bringing me my mail. Gotta have a job for that Teddy. This is weird. Okay. I'm just unboxing a little surprise. And I'm hoping, and I'm assuming, I'm hoping it's a polyphonic surprise. Ooh. Because the Casio we were using for our tape loop, that is monophonic. So I technically could do a whole episode of Monosynth Monday using the Casio PT1. Maybe that's why they call it PT1, because it's a piano toy with one voice. It also has a little bit of a drum machine in there. But, okay, here we go. More to unravel. You guys like unboxings, right? It's always nice. It's kind of difficult, though. I'm like, I wish I could show you. Now, this is a strange box. Yeah, okay, maybe it... You'll see. You'll see what I might be not so happy about in a moment. Okay, we're getting some signs of life now, finally, from this unboxing. There's a power cord, which I don't imagine I'll be using, because those of you who know me know I like the battery-powered synths for the show. But here's a little preview. Ooh, whatever could it be? Something from the 80s, I think. Okay, carefully. Yeah. Ooh. There it is. I see some fresh 80s graphics. I think we got it all, except for that crazy power cord. Oh wow, it's like one of those anglerfish from the underwater department. Glonk. Check it out. Can you guess? Look at it. Yeah, it's another Casio. We're going crazy for Casio today. And look at those. You got your lightning bolts. You got planet Uranus right there. That's great. They must have known what they were doing when they designed that graphic. This is the SK10, all right? This is like the little sister to the SK1. And that stands for Sampling Keyboard, I believe. And I've needed one of these for a long time. Talk about a lo-fi machine. And this one looked like it was in great condition, and in person, it also looks like it's in great condition. So that's amazing, because I got a screaming deal on that. Okay, whew. And I think the user manual's in there too, if you guys want to see that. Look at that. That's the SK10. My friend. So it's a more simplified version of the SK1. The SK1 also has a longer sample. You can record a longer sample there. So you got to do the check. We're gonna look in here for any sort of signs of battery corrosion. Although I did check that on the listing, and I didn't see any. One thing with these Casios, they have this really old foam that keeps the batteries down. And it turns to like grossness, dust. So I usually clean those off before I plug them in. Gross. Let's see here. It wants 5 AA batteries, so I think I got some AA's. Let's try it out. This will be cool, and we will be making a lot of cool sounds with this in the near future. Oh boy, it's like Christmas morning up in here. I got wrapping paper and tape and cassette tape, of course. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I highly recommend them. It's pale blue, and it matches very nicely with the pale blue Casio. Huh. Go figure. They're rechargeable batteries. I like to use them in all of my drum machines and synthesizers. It's just nice having battery-powered machines, because sometimes the USB-powered machines, they make a lot of noise, and that's no fun. It's not a good noise. Let's see here. Let's get this battery situation happening. All right. 5 AA's. I'm excited for this. I am excited for this. I hope you're excited too. And I won't apologize for it, but I will say, what a weird episode today. Sure wish that we were able to do it the way we wanted to. Okay, looks like it's got power. Let's see. I suppose I should plug it into the Tascam so you can hear it nice and good. Where's the output? Please tell me it has an output. Oh, is there no output on this? How the what? Oh boy. There's not a headphone. Well, you're going to be the... It's doing weirdness. Where's the volume? Let's see. There's no volume either? Max. Huh. It has a mind of its own, and it's very strange. Okay, so stop. Let's start stop. Oh, I hope it's doing okay. Are you doing okay, my little brand new friend? We bought tape machines before that were on the fritz. I don't know what that was all about. Demo. This is weird. I might have to take some time to figure this out, but start memory, tone, let's see. Piano. It's not minding. Power off. Let's turn it off. Okay, sampling, repeat. Let's go play. There we go. It's standard Casio. The keys are nice on this. I've been playing around with the PT1 a lot, and those keys are just teeny tiny little chunks of plastic. So let's get to the main feature if I can. I don't know how this thing works, but this is a sampling keyboard, and you're supposed to be able to sample part of your voice. Now there's a couple of these switches here, and it says play, record, sampling, repeat. So I imagine record is for the sequencer, and sampling, repeat might allow us to make a sample. That sounds really cool. I don't know who's that. That's probably the previous owner's thing, but sampling, repeat. It's just playing by itself. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm going to flip it into record mode and see if that will allow me to just make a quick sample here. So it says sampling. I'm going to go, whoa, whoa. I don't know if you heard that. That was freaky. That's so crunchy and lo-fi. I'm so happy for it. Problem is it does not have a headphone output, and I'm still a little bit shocked about that. Why would it not have an output? It has a power input. I can modify that. You basically either put a switch on it, and whatever's going to the speaker, you just plug that into an output, I think. I might have to make sure that it's not coming out a jillion times louder than it needs to, but... That's cool. So, what should we do? And let's check the polyphony of it. A little loud. So cool. That's going to be really cool. So one thing I want to do is I want to modify the microphone to take an input, so I can just plug a synthesizer straight into it, and then I'll have to modify the speaker to be an output so I can use it in the studio without having to do this janky microphone thing. Wow. Let's try another sample real quick before we put this one away. What should I do? It's going to have to be my voice, I guess. Bum, bum, bum. That's so cool when it does that. That is really cool. I wonder if I can demo it. Start memory, tempo, start, stop. That's a Casio demo. I don't want to play too much of that on YouTube. But sample. Let's play the sample. It's gonna get. Ooh, I love it. The frog. Cool. That's the sampling keyboard, SK10. I love it. And it does look like it's a happy keyboard. Working and everything. And power off. Let's power you off. I'm going to have to steal the batteries from that for the next one. Let's get those batteries out really quick. All right. Yeah, give me a like and subscribe if you've had fun here today. I promise the next episode of Tape Tuesday will be a little bit more... something. Not exactly sure what it even was today that was a little bit something. Oh, I'm just spitballing over here. Okay. I sure do appreciate you all. Even on my frantic episode days, you're still here for me, and I appreciate that. Okay, cool. So, package number 2. Where's the freaky? Thank you for that package, freaky. That's the freaky teddy. I love that bear. Of all the bears in the world, that's the one that is closest to my vintage gear heart or something. I'm losing it today. It's so hot. I swear my brain. How will my brain ever cool off after this Tape Tuesday? Oh boy. Okay, so just gonna do the janky unboxing here of this next surprise. Surprise, surprise. This might be the first package I've ever received that was taped together with duct tape. That's kind of different. It works though. It's just a little more difficult to get into. Let's get in there. All right, gotta be careful. Definitely be careful. All right, I'm just unboxing something for ya. It's for ya. Here we go. Yeah. If you can't handle me on a frantic Tape Tuesday, then you don't belong on the next Ease episode. What do you think, guys? Should I try to do an Ease episode this week? I think I might. I really like those shows. I put a lot into them. You can certainly check those out. I got the link to Ease episode 4 in the description. Might want to cue that up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Back to the unboxing view. More Christmas trash. Oh man. Okay. You see, this is a proper way to pack something that's vintage in bubble wrap, not just bouncing around in the box. There was 2 pieces of styrofoam in there, and they were both on the same side. So I don't know how much that's going to help, but come on, people. Love your vintage synthesizers enough to pack them in bubbles. Wow, that's a lot of excitement today. What a weirdness. Let's see what it could be. Oh, can you guess? How are we doing in the chat room, everyone? It is We got Master Tiger saying that's cool as hell. Hell is not cool. It's hot. Kind of feels hot as hell in my studio today. But yeah, the synth is cool. It helps cool things down a little bit. Can you guess what it is? Oh, you know it's got keys. Where's Key Era? It's a Key Era. A keyboard era. We're entering the Electric Archaic keyboard era, I think. Can you guess what it is? No one's going to be able to guess that, are they? Well, I give you a clue. Yeah, look at that. It's the Casio SK1. The big brother of the SK10. So I do plan to do a degrading sample back and forth. I'll sample one, and then I'll sample it into the other one, and then to the other one, and then the other one until it turns to crunch and mush. And then we'll make a tape loop out of that if I can ever get my tape loops to work. Let's check the battery compartment here. Once again, it has the gross foam. I don't really want to touch it. It turns straight to dust. This one isn't actually that bad, but it's still suspect. Let's head over to the Tascam here real quick and flip the tape. Yeah, we didn't hop the pin today, but I did say it a couple of times. Too many jokes. My goodness. Let's get back down to business. So this one is going to take 5 AA batteries, just like its little sister synth. Little sister, big brother. Sampling keyboards. Okay, I'll pop the pale blues in there. This one has been a little bit more used, I can tell already, than the SK10. The SK10 looks like it maybe just sat in the box for most of its life. It's nice to get these with the box, although it's not required. All right, and this one is also on as soon as I... What's up with people shipping synthesizers in the on position? Keep your hands and feet inside the vintage box. There we go. Look at that. So this one, it better have an output. Yes, it has an output. And there's something living in... What is that? Sampling. Ooh, it's got a mic input. So the modifications I wanted to do to the SK10, this just has it built in. This is the SK1. It's a little grimy looking, not too bad. I did get it. It was a good deal. So I guess you get a little bit of free grime when it comes with a good deal. But none of the buttons are missing. None of the keys are broken. So that's good. That's great. I'm going to plug this into the Tascam here, and we can get a nice fresh sound from it. Where'd that cable go? Let me see. All right, and yeah, I got the cassette tape loop workshop going on here. So, but sometimes I like to put the synthesizer down. There's no room for that. I'll just hold it. I'll hold it like the little baby synthesizer it is. But yeah, there was something in the microphone jack. I guess we don't need to use that. There's a line in and a microphone in. Oh, that makes me so happy. And this one indeed has a longer sample length. I guess it's the memory on the chippy in there, the little IC chippy. So the output, let's plug that in. Yeah. Let's see what we can conjure up here real quick before I send you guys home. Once again, thanks for joining me on Tape Tuesday. I sure appreciate you all. Make sure to give me a like and a subscribe if you're new here. That's the thing to do. Okay. I'm going to set up the Tascam. Well, I'm setting it up for a record, but we are not going to record it. We're just going to play through track 1. All right, so let's see. It is on function. It's kind of fun unboxing a new, to me, synthesizer and fumbling around with it for you guys. Now that's a scratchy volume fader. Sometimes you can just work it on out, but yeah, see, it got better. Keeps getting better. That's That's 40-year-old dust in there. Look at that. Nice and clean. That's great. So the next one over is normal, solo, solo 2, and chord. That's Casio chord. We'll keep it in normal mode, and then power off, play and record. It's weird. It's got a light on, even though... Huh. Strange. So maybe when you put the battery in, it sends a little bit of a jolt, and it thinks that it is on. Okay, so that's off. Play. Although now the light isn't on. Oh, come on, my friend. That's a weird switch, too. It's probably got 40-year-old dust in there as well. Yikes. The volume's all the way down. And that sounds like kind of a happy Casio. Is there a... It feels like there's a big bass on that. Not sure why that's crunching out so much. Yeah, the level's a bit hot on the Tascam. Sorry about that. That is crunchy. I don't really like that. So let's see. Human voice. They got some presets here. I think it's just way too loud somewhere. Let's see. I gotta get my levels all right. Here we go. Cool. The Casio SK1. This is my first time having my hands on one of these. I think let's just fire right in with the vocal sample. This will be a human voice, but it'll be my human voice. And that little pink sound is when the sample ends, I think. So check it out. This is going to be my voice on the SK1 for the first time. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's cool. Nice. That's fun. The volume must be coming out of here very loud. I have it all the way down. It's... That's really cool. Let's try another sample here really quick. What should I do? Tempted to go something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or what should I do? Dun 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 dun. Let's hear how that sounds. So you can do so many cool things with something like this because there's unexpected magic that happens. Doesn't sound very loud though. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing that, but it seems like every time I hit the note, there's a bass pulse, like a boom, boom. I don't like that. It's like a kick, like tung, 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 tung. Not sure if you guys can hear that or not. We got Master Tiger in the chat saying, it's patina. What, the grime? Are you talking about the grime that's left on this old keyboard? These Casios are tough to find clean because they were usually given to kids for probably Christmas or their birthday. And yeah, kids aren't the cleanest creatures around, are they? Sure are cute, though. Okay, that's a rubbish sample. Let's do something a bit better. Still a really low volume there. And there's a lot of settings in here. I've watched some videos on it. I don't know exactly how to do it, but you can make the sample loop. So you can hit the note and it'll play the beginning of the sample and it'll just loop infinitely. So I got a lot of homework to do. I got a couple of new keyboards, but this one will not be as easy to figure out as the Casio PT1, which I love. And I played a song the beginning of the episode that I made using that. And with all of that, yeah, see, they got an envelope select, synthesizing, vibrato. I always called it vibrato, but I've heard a lot of people call it vibrato. It's got a chunk of bass going on there. I got to try to fix that somehow. Let's hear the flute. So loud. Very good. Very good indeed. Well, my friends, I think that's going to be it for Tape Tuesday, Tape Today. I got to get outside. Got to ground in nature a little bit. Get some sunshine in my eyes. Once again, I love you all. And I love this planet. And I know that you love your Casio too. No, you love your mother. Love the planet. Come on, together. We get the power to make a better today and a better tomorrow with all those better todays we're making. Yeah. Oh, you're the one. We're the ones. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's see. Let me give a thanks to everyone in the chat family. We got Claire in the chat. Thank you, Claire. We got Gonzin in the chat. We got Tiger, the Master Tiger in the chat. We got Hen, of course. We got Dolphin in the chat. Cheers to you, Dolphin. We got Kiera in the chat, of course. And we have the only one, our new, stick around, only one. Give us a subscribe. Catch the next show. We got Kenneth in the chat. And Richard the Crook in the chat. And Big JJ Huggins. I see you there, my man. Thank you all. Woo. Next week, I will make sure that the Tape Tuesday episode, maybe it's a break. Maybe we'll do Monosynth Monday next week. No tapes. No, we all love cassette tapes so much, don't we? Don't we? It would be fun to do a Vinyl Wednesday, but let me tell y'all, today apparently is National Vinyl Day, or is it International Vinyl Day? Anyways, it's Vinyl Day today, so if you got any vinyl, maybe it's a good day to pull them out and spin them around, make them go right round, like a vinyl record. Woo! All right, I'm going to sign off. I'll fade you out with a little bit of Electrified Rain, of course. I'll catch you on the next show. Let's see if I can drum up some kind of an Ease episode for this week. That would be Ease 05. Keep your eye out for that. I love you all. We'll see you next time. And yes, Hen, we did miss 808 Day because why? I don't have an 808. I have a TR-08, and I just didn't really want to be one of those guys. But so instead of doing anything for 808 Day, I pulled out a baby Casio, and I made a song out of the Casio. I don't know. Should we hear that again? I'll play that again for you. I'm real proud of it. It's not exactly finished yet, and it's got a light master. But, yeah, it's a new one. It's always nice to make a new song with a new synth. You gotta be careful with the gas, though. The gear acquisition syndrome will get you. Ooh. That's why I chose to get a couple little small ones. I figure it can't hurt too much. You find a nice deal on some Casios. Here we go. This is a new one from me, from Electric Archaic. This is The Truth of Our Waters. I hope you enjoy it. It's a Super Casio Deluxe. That's The Truth of Our Waters by yours truly. Oh, boy. Well, I had fun with you guys today. And I'll say it again. Let's say it again. You can never get enough love, right? I love you all, and I love this planet. And I know you love this planet, too. Love your mother. I'll catch you on the next show. My friends, thank you once again.